Hi guys, Patty from Patty's Crafty Spot, and I'm here to share with you a little easel card I made. So let's go over the dies real quick that I used. For my card, I used the Crealies XXL die number 101. Super pretty. I love the little flare outs here. Then to make my little box, I used box in a card, and that's number 25. Really fun. And for my embellishments, I used duo dies number 57 and 57A for my leaves. And I also used duo dies and set of 3, both number 60, for my flowers. So let's go ahead and let me show you. So this is going to be a little harder to show because it is an easel card. So it sits up like this. So let me just show you. So this is popped up here to hold the easel card, and then my little flower right here with some leaves. And so it would sit up like this. Maybe you can kind of see it like that. And then the little box that you could put little notes in, you can put some treats in, sits right inside the little spot right there. Isn't that cute? So cute. I've never seen these before until Annalise made that little the die for those. So that's really fun. So a lot of dimension. I'm trying to show you. So let's see. You can use the side with a ladybug. Or I like this one right here. This has got a little bee in it, and it's going the opposite direction. It's going this opposite direction of the bigger bee. So I actually kind of think it looks cute like that. I originally did it so I had this bee on it, which is just a smaller version of this paper, as you can see. But I really like the little bee here. I didn't even notice that. You'll see in the video when I was kind of shocked when I was like, oh, a little bee. Anyway. Super cute. And then again, the dimension from the bottom. Everything's all there. You can see it all popped up. Anyway, I have a full tutorial on how I made this cute little card, and I hope you enjoy it. Alright guys, have fun. So we're going to go ahead and get started, and we are going to make a easel card with a box. And what you need to start off with is a piece of cardstock that is 5.5 by 5.5. And then I have my pattern paper that is 5.25 by 5.25, so that's square. And then from cards for Crealies Nest XXLs, this is 101. And I use the biggest one to cut out my black cardstock, and the next size down to cut out my pattern paper. And then also from the cardstock, using the same color as my base, I'm using Crafty. This is 5.5 by 11, and real simple to go ahead and make our easel card is we're going to fold this in half, making sure everything is lined up, just like that. So this is how our card opens, and then we're going to go ahead and fold again. So we're going to use this edge, and we're only going to go to the line that we just creased. Make sure that you're square, and go ahead and, so now you should have a piece like this. And what will end up happening is we will be taking this piece here and attaching it to this spot, and then that will give us our easel card. And then it folds down. Alright, so we're going to put this aside, and we're just going to work off of this piece right here. So the first thing we need to do is we are going to go ahead and attach this piece right here. We're going to glue it down to our cardstock. So let's go ahead and do that. I did ink all my edges with vintage photo ink. And line this right up. And I am going to go ahead and make sure that my glue is all smushed down, because once I run it through my machine, it's going to smush again. Alright, now from the cards number 25, this is box and a card, we need to get out, oh, it's already out, this little piece right here. And we're going to go ahead, this is where we're going to go ahead and make our spot to hold our box. So what you want to do is, I'm going to get some washi tape ready to hold it down. So what you want to do is go ahead and put this at the top and line it up so you can see the die on the back side there. You want to line it up just so that part is still showing, because the part that actually cuts is only, it's hard to see, but it's only this shape in here. So it's like a U. So we're going to go ahead, line it up, and attach this. And I'll show you that. So if you flip it over, you can just see that part there. So I'm going to go ahead and cut this part out. And as you can see, it's just off a tad, but just going to make that pretty. Alright, so this is what you have now after you've cut out this piece. Let me pull it off so you can see. So that was this piece right here. We just removed that. So I'm just going to ink that real quick. I don't know how much will be seen, but I just want to make sure if it is nice inked edges. Alright, so now the next piece we want is this one here. And again, I went ahead and inked my edges. And this one we are going to go ahead and glue down again, just like that. So let's go ahead and get that glued down. And again, same thing, I'm going to make sure my glue is all pressed down. Alright, so all my glue is done. So now what you want to do is we are going to go ahead and line this up center to my card. Like that, and let's get some tape. We'll see how far I can get. My granddaughter is over again, so that stops everything usually. So we're going to go ahead and line that up like that, and then again, using this piece here, do the same thing. Oops. Press this down. Okay, and then we're going to go ahead and cut that piece out. And let's get this cut. Alright. And then we have this. So what I want to do again is go ahead and just ink that little section. Just like that. And then this piece here, we're going to pop dot it so it's away. So we're going to go ahead and put it on here. So not only will it have a box, but we're going to go ahead and add some dimension to that. And it'll fit like that. Alright, so let's see. Let's go ahead and pop dot that. And of course I didn't turn my phone off. Alright, quiet that little puppy. Alright, so I'm going to use, I think, some thicker pop dots for my card, because I really want it to stick away. So I'm going to go ahead and put one there, and then these here. We'll go ahead and add more after, but so what I want to do first is just kind of get these peeled away a little bit. Alright, so what I want to do is, my pop dots are still attached, and I'm making sure I'm going to line up just like that. So once I know, I'm going to go ahead and hold this down, and then that's why I loosened the paper, so I can go ahead and take off that and stick it. Should be, actually, I must have slipped. We'll just do it, eyeball it. Yeah, so there you go. So now it's done. So now I'm just going to go ahead and throw some more pop dots on to stick it down. And just a couple more. And I think one more. Probably overkill on the pop dots, but I like to have extra. So there we go. So now we have some dimension to that, and then our little box will fit right up there. All right, so let me go ahead and get some more pieces prepped, and I'll be right back. All right, so why don't we go ahead and attach our card before we move on. So all I'm going to do is put glue on this bottom piece. So this is the piece that we folded. Only going to put glue here, and then I'm going to go ahead and lay my card right on top. So let's get some glue on that. Okay, and then we're just going to go ahead and line this up. And then make sure it's attached. And we can let that dry while I cut the other pieces. So then will be our easel card. And it will be standing up like this. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and let that dry. Alright, so I went ahead and I cut out the piece for the bottom of my card. So it's 5 1/4 by 5 1/4, and I wanted to try something. I don't know if it's going to work, but why not just try it on camera? So I need to make something pop up here so my easel card will stand. And I really like this image here, but I didn't want to cover this little guy over. So I'm thinking if I cut him out just like that, and then pop dot this piece and put over that maybe it might look neat. So let me go ahead and get those cut out. Alright, so cut this piece out here. So first thing I need to do is go ahead and ink my edges real quick. So let's get all this inked up. So almost done. Because I thought the little snail guy was cute, but I didn't want to cover him. So I thought, well, what if we just... My sponge dauber is falling apart. I'll get it off here. And I've made the mistake before of when the little pieces here and I wipe, it turns around and the ink that's on the sponge that fell off leaves a mark. So just a little hint, if you just kind of blow it out of the way, because I've done that on scrapbooks and things like that too. I'll be doing this and then I'll take it and I'll brush it and then I just smudged ink all over what I just made. Alright, so if we go ahead and then I pop it up, so let's go ahead and stick this piece down. So we're going to glue that. It's so sad, there was such a pretty blue butterfly on that back side, but it wasn't going to work for what I wanted. I thought it was so pretty. I didn't want to cut it, but I had to. Alright, and then now we're going to go ahead and line this up. And then we'll get some pop dots. Right. Get those, oops, wrong size. Do I want the big ones? You know what, actually I don't want the bigger ones. I want to do the smaller ones. Do the smaller ones. I don't need it sticking up so high. I don't want it too high because then you'll really see the hole underneath that I did. Alright, and let's get rid of these. And then this should line it up perfect. So see, now it kind of just adds some dimension to the snail. And then the card, oh, it's so cute. I like that. So now it's just a little popped up there, and then it's just enough to hold your card like that, and then you can always put a little, write a little quick note there or something. Oh, that's so cute. Alright, so now we're going to go ahead and work on the little box. So let me go ahead and get those pieces cut out, and we can do that. Alright, so using this die right here from cards number 25, this is box and a card. I cut out 2 in craft and 2 in black. So right now we're just going to go ahead and crease on all those score lines. Get them trained to fold. Let's do it real quick over here. Probably should have done this before. And the nice thing with all these dies, they come with the score line, so it takes all the guesswork out of anything, which is so nice. And then one more, and then we'll be all set to glue it. And that's going to fit on the top of our card. So it's going to go into the little spot right here that we made. That's so pretty. I like that card. This is with the Ciao Bella, and this is this paper collection right here. So pretty. Wish they made an 8x8 paper pad, I don't think they do. I've looked. I don't think they make an 8x8. Alright, so basically what we're going to do now is we're going to go ahead and we're going to attach each piece like this, so you're getting the little corner. So we're going to start with the first piece, and we are going to go ahead and add some glue. We're going to lay this right on top, and we're not going to go past the score lines because we need to make sure everything will still fold over correctly. So there's the back. And then now we're going to do the next one. So just in case, so you don't go over, make sure you're well scored so you can see your lines. And now I'm going to use the black one. And again, making sure that you're not past anything. And then this one. Line this one up. As you can see, I'm testing each piece to make sure. It's good like that. And then you want to go ahead now, and we're taking these two here and we're going to fold them on top of the others. And then we're going to go ahead and glue this piece down. So glue on this one. And then just so you can see it again, so this is how they're done here, over. And fold it down. And then this is how we have our box. So let me give that a minute to dry, and I'm going to go ahead and cut out some pattern paper real quick while it's drying nice. And then I'm going to go ahead and we're going to add our pattern paper to the corners. Alright, so I went ahead and cut them out, and one of my papers had a little baby bee, so I thought that if I had it in the box with a baby bee there, maybe it might be cute. We'll see what I do, because I also have a cute little ladybug right here that was in the paper. And this one contrasts more. And on this side, we'll put the ladybug. Paper is so pretty. I'm really loving that snail right there. He may sit out on my desk for a while. So we have that. So that's our little box, and you can either glue the bottom or you can just tuck it all in. And the same thing with the top. Tuck all that in. Oh, that's so cute. Where's the ladybug? Ladybug or the bee? The bee's kind of cute too. I don't know which one I like more. Anyway, so let's kind of hold it up a little bit. Alright, so we'll go like this, and then I'll show you. Oh, that's cute. I didn't even notice that. There's a little bee here, and then there's a bee there. I like this one goes the other direction, so kind of like that. That is so cute. So it goes like this. And let's see. So you can see with the craft paper and the black, a little more contrast like that. And then this way, not as much, but it looks like it blends better. So cute. All right, let's, what else can we do here? So the box will sit up just like that. So cute. I love it. All right, let's add some more little embellishments. Let's cut out some flowers. So I went ahead and cut out some, so I used Duo Dies number 60 and set of 3 number 60. So these are a set of 360, so they're solid centers, and then the duos have little holes in them right there, so the duos have that, and then the set of 3 are solid. So now we're going to go ahead and make some holes so we can attach them. That one, this one. I'm just putting a little hole in it so I can attach my brads. So let's get a darker color. So this one. That's pretty. I don't know if I want to do, let's just see for ha-has. Curious what it would be if I did this, the mediums. What is it? Unless it's going to be too much. Alright, so this one first. And then this one. So you want to make sure when you're putting the flowers together, you stagger them a little bit. Or at least this one I'm staggering. You can keep them lined up if you had different colors. But I'm using the same color paper, so I just cut out flowers with the pattern paper from this that I had left over. So I don't know if this can be too much or not. Actually, it's kind of cute. So I think I'll leave that one. So I need to cut out some leaves. I think I'm just going to do one flower, only because the paper is kind of busy, and I don't want to make it too busy. So squish that down. And the little flower petals, they're very delicate, so I don't want to rip them. So I think that would look cute right about there. So I'm going to go ahead and cut out some leaves now. So I'm going to use these Duo Dies. I don't really need a lot. So there's 57A and 57, and they just angle differently right and left. So I'm going to go ahead and cut those out, and then I'm going to add that to there. Alright, so what I did was I used the big ones, one from each So this is what I'm using. I'm just using the scrap paper, and it's in the color, so I don't have to worry about matching because I'm just grabbing the scrap from here. And I know my colors are all going to match because it's all from the same paper collection. So it's a little hint. So, alright, so let's go ahead now and figure out, lay that down, figure out where we're going to put that. So if I do that, the leaves kind of stick up. So they actually match the leaves there, so they just kind of look the same. Cute. I almost think I need a little contrast. I think I need a little green on that. So let's just go ahead and add a little bit of ink to that. So I think it just needs a little bit more. And these daubers are not self-ink, and I just have so much ink on them that I'm not needing much, so I don't even have to ink it. There. They just stand out a little bit better. Alright. So, I'm going to go ahead and I think I'm going to glue those down, but I think I want to add a little curl to my leaves. So just using a wooden dowel, I'm just adding a little curl. That way it gives them a little more dimension. Okay. And then if they go like that, and then my flower, that looks cute. Whoops. Ah. Alright, well, let's stick it down and then you can see it. So, right there. And I want to make sure it's up far enough so it doesn't overhang. There. And then right in the middle. Now it's going to take a little longer to dry. The bread is in the way. So I'll let that dry. There you go. So now it all has a lot of dimension right there. So you have this piece that's popped up. Now you have the flowers. Cute. And then you'd have the little box with little goodies in it. So cute. Alrighty. Anyway, I hope you enjoy that cute little tutorial on how to use the little card in a box in a card die. And then it would just sit right up there. So I will go ahead, take some photos, and post that. Anyway, I hope you enjoy this little tutorial. If you like what you see, if you're watching this on Patty's Crafty Spot or on the Crealies YouTube channel, go ahead, give it a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, and until next time, guys, happy crafting. Bye!